Hello, people. Welcome to the OS Dual Masters Series 2017. I'm Doomsday, and I'm joined today by Hope. What's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm pretty hyped for this. Looking at this team list, man, this is some scary teams coming up in this, dude. Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you? Well, I'm refreshing the stream. I can't see it. Feels bad. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hell yeah. We're about to get the drawings underway for the group stage in just a moment. The group stage will be played 2 weeks from now on the weekend starting the 25th of March. So 2 weeks for the teams to prepare. The map pool will be released today, it looks like. So we'll begin with the draws. We're going to be starting with the top seed and going through the groups, and then we'll work on our way down to the four seed tiers: top seed, high seed, low seed, and unseed. And well, yeah, we're going to be starting with the scariest teams, and certainly some scary teams in here. We have the boys, consisting of Toys Our Boy and Toy. We got an Angel Similar Valse team, Rucker Kukizi, God, Fire Rager Monka. That's a pretty common team you see in a lot of tournaments these days.
Yeah.
The Dust Dice Firstus team. Not going with that Fistus K team we see in a lot of tournaments. Firstus and Kagami. They've split up into two separate teams this time, so I wonder if they'll face. That'll be juicy. Anyways, here we go. The first one we've drawn is Felix Best Girl, which is, believe it or not, we'll speak of the devil, Kagami and Nelly L, German team. Two really high-ranked German players. Nelly L recently full comboed Road of Resistance, didn't he? He's the second full combo on it.
Ah.
And Kagami has played in loads of tournaments. He's always teams up with Firstus when I ever watch him, but this time he's going to be facing him, maybe, depending on how the knockouts go, if they get through.
No memes about features Pizza Lover and Mimi Wu. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, it just has to be awkward with them names. I think it's Mini Min Wu. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, that's an American team. It's two American players. Mini Min Wu was in the World Cup team for USA that won it last year, so I don't think he appeared too much, but I know he's a really scary player. Pizza Lovers has been in a couple of tournaments as well, but more of an up-and-comer. But they are very highly ranked players. Next one, low seed's going to be Cordon Blow, which consists of, when I find it in my list, because I'm blind, Sorega and Musty. That's an interesting team because, of course, Musty is almost top 10, a ridiculously high-ranked French player teaming up with Sorega. So
yeah, I don't know how that one's gonna go down. It's almost like when you go into a match with a very low player because you want to help them win, but
it's always interesting because seeing how that dynamic goes on. And then the low seed for that is going to be Calculus Haters. Oh, sorry, sorry. Go on. I'm dumb.
Phobios
Go on,
and EMT.
How to synergy. But yeah, they are the low seed or the unseeded player of the group. They're always going to be wild cards. A lot of times you can't really predict because they're usually up and comers. I can't say I'm familiar with these players, but we'll see what they can do. Sorry, man. We'll get the rhythm going on. Takes a couple of attempts. I'm slow. All right. Okay. The next top seed for Group B is the boys, the highest ranked team in the tournament, which is Idki and Toy, otherwise known as Toy and Toy's our boy, even though he's called Free Mutual now, isn't he? So, but yeah, Idki and Toy. Now that's spooky. Idki and Toy were probably the two best players for the US last year. Like, holy shit. That's terrifying. So you not much to say about that.
Whoever's going to get in this group is probably going to have a really rough time keeping up. No doubt, almost. Next one's not so fast. Featuring my Angel Danielle and Lil Buck. Some pretty good players in there too. Group B's like killing it with ranks.
Super high ranked Russian team that. Now that's spooky. I mean, I'm not too familiar with both of these players, like in terms of the plays, but I mean they're both very highly ranked. So safe to say that's always going to be a scary one. But I wonder how they'll do. The low seed for Group B going to be Vandelblomst. That's the name. Vandelblomst, which is a team consisting of Zakara and Van Dabe. Zakara sounds familiar. I think I know him. A Danish player. Yeah, I know Zakara. Not too familiar with his teammate, but two players around the 4-digit mark, the high 4-digit mark. Mixed match, team of two friends, presumably. So we'll see how they pan out.
Yes. Next no seed is Kazimo de Naranja. I think I pronounced that right. Consists of Bayoshi 14 and Mortal Striker. This is a...
Oh, I remember Mortal Striker. He played in World Cup for Spain and he carried on a tiebreaker against Mexico. I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh. As far as I know about that team, though, but hey. If we can do that again, you never know.
Spain doesn't really have much of a lineup of players, do they? It's some, but it's not like...
Nah, it's definitely still up and coming. All right, the next top seed rather, is a German name which I dare not pronounce, but it's Dust Ice and Firstus. Spooky. Dust Ice Firstus, two very scary German players. Both played for Germany in the World Cup last year and did really well. And yeah, that's, both incredibly versatile players as well. On all sorts of mods.
I have a feeling whatever top seed you get placed with, it's always going to be scary no matter what. Unless you get placed with Vinxis. It's Vinxis.
Well, unless you get Vinxis, in which case you got off lucky now.
Yeah. Next one is Milky Way. This team consists of Apraxia and Hirak, which is actually the top high seed, almost top seed players. So I feel like low seed and no seed are going to have quite the time with this one.
Yeah. Apraxia, I've played with him in a few tournaments. Hirak, not so much. He played in SMT, I think. Got to the final, actually, so... Scary American team. The next low seed for Group C is Cars, featuring Zelda 101, our streamer, and Clayton. Now that's interesting. I remember Clayton. He made a massive splash. Like, didn't he do Cry Thunder easy, or was that something that was debunked? I'm not sure, but he's definitely been known a lot.
Yeah, I think I've played in a couple of tournaments with Clayton, but I never really got to face him too much.
And of course, Zelda. I know Zelda very well from tournaments I've casted. I'm interested to see how Team Zelda does.
Next one is Names Are Hard and No Seed. Once I can find it, it's got Jason Windfall with two very, very unfamiliar players for me. This is an American team. One's 619 rank, one's 4000 rank, so I have a feeling there's going to be some sort of carry here.
Yeah, Jace has done really well in solo tournaments. I do know Jace. But yeah, he's teamed up with a very low rank, so we'll see how that little dynamic works out, I suppose. It can be, depending on, you know, if you're playing Score V1, one-man carries are a lot easier. In Score V2, it's usually harder, but it's possible. Alright, for Group D, the top seed is Coco. That's Rucker and Cookiezi. Well, I don't need to say anything about that, don't I? It's Rucker and Cookiezi. Is Rucker back from his... Oh yeah, Rucker is back from his service in time for this tournament. I believe he just gets back from service, so good on Rucker. Good to have him back. So that's their top seed.
For sure. Very technical players here, actually. Cookiezi knows how to play much higher diff maps, and Rucker knows how finger control works a lot better than a lot of players, so it's going to be interesting to see how he plays here. The next team is Tupic, which consists of Yurini and Shirasaka Kome.
Well, that's a Japanese team.
Yeah.
Familiar with the players though myself, but oh wow, rank 595 and rank 593.
Oh jeez.
Beautiful. Actually, what's the PP difference? It's probably just 1 or 2 points. But yeah, two very highly ranked players in high seed. Just let me look real quick. There's 7 PP between them. Not a lot.
Oh jeez.
The low seed is Sperm Worms, and it has a name. What a name. That's Numbers and USMC. Fair dude.
Not bad.
Not too familiar with these players. A US and an Australian.
I don't believe I've seen Numbers in any tournaments so far, but I have seen USMC, I believe. And he's not quite that bad of a player. He's pretty good.
Ooh.
The Beauty and the Beast. They changed their name to this, I remember. It was so long. This features Chris and TBLH. I think I said that name wrong. This is a German team.
German and a US player in the unseeded. The wild cards, we'll see how they can do. The next top seed is Take It Easy. That's Toshino Kyoko and Spring Lane. A Korean? No, it's a Chinese team, both Chinese players. Spring Lane is a really old DT player. Toshino used to be known as Yakimo Yukari, another really scary DT player, so two really fast players in top seed here.
It's sort of surprising seeing so many more Chinese players playing today as before, because you don't hear a lot from them these days.
They tend to, keep their own communities, but when they pop up in tournaments, they really pop off.
Yeah.
As far as I've seen, spooky. I think Spring Lane's been in every single Chinese team for
Okay,
years.
that's quite the name that I cannot pronounce. Let's see if I can find the low seed, yeah? W.
Oh man, it's
Oh, never
team...
mind. It's in high seed. It's Smoka and Malolat. This is a Polish team. fairly high ranks. Not
Yeah.
They're sort of in the middle. They're not really high ranks, but they're not low ranks either. So
The bang in the middle of those high seeds. See what they can pull off. Next low seed, flat base, Sif and Gumi Rin. Almost the highest ranks in terms of low seed. It's a Dutch team, 2 players from the Netherlands. I think Sif played in World Cup for the Netherlands, I'm pretty sure. Almost ranked 100. Very highly ranked player, teaming up with a 4-digit just outside the top 1,000. So still both players are very capable.
Papaya Man. Let's see. Papaya Man consists of the lowest no seed team, Jensen, and worst Osu player. Fits very well. These guys, I'm not sure if they will have some hard time keeping up or if they will be just fine shooting through rounds, but it might be a little close between them.
It depends on how the map pool is, actually, because, I mean, both players are within top 3k. I think they'll put up a decent match, but they are the lowest seed in the entire tournament. So they're up against it, but you never know. Ming Yu. Bloody Ming Yu, NN Isle and Enon. That's a Korean team, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's a Korean team. Enon is a really old player, played in lots of World Cups, played in lots of community tournaments. I played a couple with him as well. NN Isle is more up and coming. He's only been around a couple of years, already super highly ranked. So yeah. Spooky. You don't want a Korean team in your group. You just don't want that.
Yeah. Nomad.
Oh, that name.
No good Nomad. Okay.
Nice emojis.
Diamond and that was all I read.
Dear me. Okay, Hand Joy. A Canadian team. I know Toke. Not too familiar with Diamond, though. Toke is very high ranked. Played in a few tournaments I've seen. Got some experience under his belt.
I've seen Toka a little bit, but Diamond I've not seen quite much. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 things about him.
He is well within top 1k, so he's no slouch, we know that much. But experience-wise, he's with someone who knows the ropes, so they can make it happen.
For sure.
And the low seed is FD for sup. Freedom for sup, I ain't sure. Vorsats and Rexys are the players. An Indonesian team of
Is that
fairly mixed
Indonesian?
rank. Yep. It almost looks like it could be Poland, but no, it's Indonesia.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the red was on the bottom when I said Poland. Okay.
Oh. Again, not too familiar with the players, but they are hovering around 1k rank, and we've had a few scary Indonesian players come through. We'll see if these guys can live up.
Quatrain. Quatrain is the no seed player, I believe. Yes. And it consists of a Fair S and Ein 111. I believe this is a French team, yeah?
Yeah. It's another case of a really high ranked player teaming up with someone a bit lower. Fayez is a really high ranked player. Played for France in the World Cup, teaming up with a friend. Let's see how they can do it. A lot of those low seed teams are like that, actually, which makes things really interesting. When you have the low seed team have a really scary player that could potentially carry.
Ooh.
Quit Os W. That is Angel Sim and Laval's. Hey, it's another Korean team. You really don't want this team.
Really scary for a lot of the other players that might be picked during this.
Yeah. Angel Sim, incredibly famous mouse player, even though I wonder if he'll be playing tablet, because he's been playing that recently, hasn't he?
He has. I don't know if he'll be playing tablet.
And Laval's is... Well, he's up and coming recently, but he's actually a really old player. He used to be called Hutka, and used to be in top 10 in score rankings, so he's a very old player.
A lolly with a dog. I think I know who this team is. A lolly with a dog consists of Daichi and Pavriel. A Czech Republic team. You don't see too many of those every day.
Yeah, I mean, I've known a few players from Czech Republic, but not too many teams. So it's interesting to see how they do. Both within the top 1K. Daichi ranked 300. See how they do.
Yeah.
Okay. Exclamation coins give Mirage. That's a Mercury command, isn't it? I'm trying to think. I should know this. I use Mercury all the time. A Russian team consisting of Chukubikwa, maybe, and Chanky. Chukubikwa, that's the best I can do. Yeah, two players that have very close rank 906, rank 897. So yeah, very well matched. I'm sure Flavin can let me know how my French was. I'm sure he'll give me a solid 2 out of 10. That'd be generous.
Oh, there he is. Perfect French. Low budget rappers. Oh god. Low budget rappers consist of... Where is it? Low budget rappers consist of K-Run and Shiri. This I believe is a... That's a Switzerland team. So not bad for ranks on there, but they are sort of low, which is concerning.
Yeah, the second lowest seeded team, so they have some work to do, but you never know. Oh, Flavin gave me 10 out of 10. Dude, appreciate it, man.
All of a sudden I'm getting redirected. This is... Actually, I was sort of wrong on that. That was a Jamaican team. And...
Yeah, Miru Hong and Emilia in Singapore. A Canadian and a Singaporean, I believe. I think Emilia is... Well, I know Emilia is known for crazy DT scores on the hardest stuff. Miru Hong is a brilliant hidden hard rock player. Both top 100. Very scary team. They're capable, very versatile too. But you'd have to say, you know, those strengths are going to be very good strengths once you get to those harder maps, I think.
Yeah, I've seen Emilia play some hidden hard rock, but when it looked like she was struggling with it a little bit when he was playing, so hope that doesn't happen here.
Might have just been not warmed up.
Maybe. gardening technique. Oh boy.
Gardening technique. Solid name.
This is Garden and Crystal. I believe 2 Chinese players?
Yeah.
Yes, Chinese.
See what they did there, because you got that garden with that Crystal. Crystal is actually really interesting because Crystal won the World Cup in Catch the Beat and almost won it in Standard. They almost won 2 separate mod, with the team. That's crazy. Not terribly familiar with Garden though, but he is a very highly ranked player. He's much higher ranked than Crystal is. But a Chinese team, they're always very well prepared going into these. So.
Crystal, I believe, is the very high BPM DT player, isn't he?
I don't think so. Maybe I haven't never seen him play DT, but I could be wrong.
Maybe that's the one with the dash. Oh yeah, that's probably the one with the dash.
The low seed team is called We Like McDonald's. It's a good name, that. X, Nenko, and Poofy. A Finnish team. Oh, that is Nenko. I thought that was some other Nenko. I know that's Nenko-zan. I'm familiar with both of these players. Good friends of mine. And Poofy is a really good hidden hard rock main, I believe. Nenko is a really strong hidden player. Lots of power on those mods from those two.
Yeah. Nenko, I believe, maybe a year back ago, HR, it was either FC or almost FC Defenders, which is sort of crazy because a year ago that was sort of high PP play.
Yeah, well, it still is. It's still kind of crazy.
Next is My Angel DT, featuring Polaris and Skedayo. This is, I believe, yep, it's it's Korean and US players.
They are the unseeded team. They're going to be the ones having to really do the work to get out of the group. Not familiar with either of these players, but hopefully they can do it. The next top seed, Hatch Thinking, Flask and Riser, a Taiwanese team. Both players in the Taiwanese World Cup team. Both mainstays. Almost top 100, both of them. I mean, to be honest, I don't remember what their strengths are, but I just know they're very scary all-around players. Because they played in a lot of the matches for their team, so... And they did well. So...
Yeah. I could see some really high-ranked matches in this tournament, and I feel like they're going to be very close.
So many high-ranked players, and it's reached the point now where even some of the lower ranked players, they play less for PP and more just playing a lot of these tournaments because there's so many now. So it's like even the lower seed teams can put up a fight because they have that consistency. It's always interesting to see. So many of those high seed teams are players that play in tournaments mostly.
Okay, next seed team is Team. With Pain Singer and Zinkan.
It's a Lithuanian team, that. I know those two.
Is it? Yeah.
I remember Zincon faced Wubblefulf at one point in a solo tournament, took him to tiebreaker. That was pretty hype. And that's always a big thing, because you don't often see that happen to Wolf. He's a crazy good tournament player, him. So Zincon, no joke.
For sure.
You're actually the lowest ranked high seed, though. In a way, it's almost fortunate, but not really. The next low seed is, oh god, put on my best Korean, Seogyang E Jinda. Consisting of Aquaria and Quickly Die.
Ooh.
I'm familiar with Quickly Die, but to be honest, only because of the name. Because it's such a name, but he's a very, very, very high-ranked player. Almost top 100, pairing with a 2.5k ranked Aquaria Korean team. It's one of those cases of, you know, it's either going to be a heavy one-man carry or that, you know, the lower-ranked player could really pull an upset. One of the two.
Yeah. I feel like still at 2K, that's not that bad for a tournament.
No, not at all.
Considering that you know your things, you can consistently act, you can spit out scores like nothing. Next team is None, which is second the highest no seed, with Haku and Hino. I believe French team? Yes, French team.
Yep.
Not.
Two players ranked just below 2k. Two French players. Like, as far as those unseeded teams go, they have the two, well, very capable as far as their ranks go. So we'll see how that translates to the tournament. See how it goes. The next top seed is just called Donkey.
There's a team.
Beast Troll, MC, and Avenging Goose, an American team of two up-and-coming American players that have really fired up the ranks recently. You know, Beast Troll, MC, well, recently he's been known for getting a 500 PP score and having it not submit. Absolutely tragic. But yeah,
those memes are top-notch.
Yeah, both up-and-coming. Both have played in plenty of tournaments recently. They've got that experience, even if they haven't been around for that much.
Donkey, this team is a massive amount. Pinky and Gecko Gate. With Wowie and Ariu.
Oh,
this
man.
is a US team, I'm assuming.
Yeah, these are both American players. I read a Gecko Gates there, and I was like, wait, has Gecko Gates actually come back? No, he hasn't, but Wowie and Ariu are really cool, too. Two very good players. Ariu has got some crazy stream scores and stream maps. Wowie's got some really scary hidden skill. I've played in multiplayer with both of these, and they always do well. So they're a pretty scary team there. Yuri, next low seed, consisting of Aoi Yuki and Chrono Nig.
Oh jeez. I've seen both of these players play. They're not bad.
Yeah, I've seen them around as well. Every now and again, I've seen them play, and they are capable. Both around 1k rank, US and Canada team. The hat of USA teaming up right there. But yeah, two capable players in low seed, so that's one of the ones you wouldn't want in your group. Certainly.
Yeah. Team Uncreative. How good. Randon and Misty.
That's a creative name.
British team, I think.
German and a
is
Britlander, yeah.
So, fairly okay ranks. They're both under 2K, I believe. Yeah.
Roundabouts, like they're floating around that area.
Yeah, they're both under 2K, so they might have a little bit of a harder time with this, considering other people are teaming up with higher ranks, but I feel like they can do okay.
Next top seed, I'm chucking Fiery Rage and Monko 2K, the US team of 2 players that have played in a lot of tournaments together recently. Fiery Rage is a mouse player, gotta big that up. Monko, not so much, but nevertheless, they are very highly ranked. They've both been flying up. Very good DT players, both of them, but they have a lot more than that under the belt. 2 very versatile players. I'm expecting them to go pretty far, to be honest, from what I've seen of them. They've done really well.
Really, really good from what I've seen. Monko fairly recently assessing, what was that? The 300 PP stream map.
Wait. Yeah. Is that Midnight Siege? If it's thin PP? Just wild guess. I don't know. I think that's been SS before. I think that's probably. He's definitely done a lot of high accuracy DT scores though.
Yeah, for sure.
Go on then. The next one is going to be Acrofixia. Haha, I can't read that for the life of me. What a name. That's made of Digital Hypno and Boggles. 2 US players. I remember casting Digital Hypno in an OSU tournament recently. That was interesting. He actually went on to win the whole thing. Played extremely well. Boggles as well has definitely been doing some really scary scores recently, but it's a pretty interesting team, actually. I wonder how they'll come together.
I believe Digital was also doing his own sort of tournament with Fluslin earlier. It was a passing tournament. So Team Peng is up next.
Team Peng. Made up of Peng and Patrick. A Canadian team named after the first member. Patrick is actually the much higher ranked player of the 2, rank 500. Peng floating around 3k. So it's a case of seeing if Patrick can pull off the carries or if Peng can pull it back for his teammate. In the early stages, they'll probably be okay, but it's as the tournament goes on, that'll become more apparent. But we'll see how they do. Coming low seed.
Pants high, socks high. Pants high, socks high. It's Fox and 1+1.
Singaporean team, these 2. I'm familiar with 1+1. Not so much with Fox, but 1+1 is almost 3-digit.
1+1 actually created that that application for OSU to like check your top plays, or not ACK, but combo and all that, didn't he?
I'm not sure. Maybe. Not too familiar. He's definitely a very familiar name though. It struck me instantly. But yeah, they are this highest ranked unseeded team. Straight up, that's something.
Have fun pronouncing.
Wakari Mashta. There we go. That's okay. That's all right. Fotovnik and Amai Achimitsu are the members. A Polish team of two very old Polish players. Mouse player in Amai and old tablet player in Fotovnik, who played in every single World Cup. From the very first one to the last one. Fotovnik's been in every one. And, well, yeah, they have so much experience between them. They're always going to be a scary one to face.
For sure.
I've lost the stream. Where's the stream? There we go. Yeah. Fotovnik maps are the best maps, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. Judge Culver is 10 out of 10 meme mapping.
Johnny Cadillac. This team consists of Lily and Ryzen. Can't say I've ever heard of them before, but nonetheless, they are very high-ranked players. Not bad. Ryzen starts off with 299.
Pair of French players.
Lily is 412, so not bad. French team, high ranks.
Seems good. I mean, you can make plenty of AMD jokes about Ryzen. They sit in the FC and all 8 calls going right there. No, it's dead. Well, why do you have me on commentary when I come up with this shit? All right, we'll just wait for that low seed come through. 5 S for banana, rather. I read that as a 5. Santeri P and Jake Solly, the lowest seeded unseeded, built up of a Finn and a Canadian. I know Santeri. I'm chatted to him a few times. He streams quite a lot. Just under 1k. Teaming up with the 3k, so still got that power in the higher end maps once they get to the later stages. So. But we'll see how they do in the groups.
I think I've seen Jake Solly play. He's not too bad, like, considering his rank, but nonetheless, might be a little bit more trouble in the later stages.
Yeah, that's the thing, really, because the lower seed teams can do fine in the group stage if they're consistent, but it's how far they can go is what makes it interesting.
No seed is your answer with B Foul, you guys know, and Kaoriura. Kaoriura is a US player. B Foul. German.
B-Foul. He's a German axe spook. Really good hidden hard rock player in B-Foul, top 50 player. Teaming up with a 4k player. We'll see how that dynamic works out. One of the lower ranked players in the tournament, I believe. Interesting to see how he does.
Yeah.
Oh, just gonna hang on a sec, 'cause I think we've had a bit of a crash on stream.
Uh-oh.
Bear with
Stream
us.
problems.
Zelda, if you refresh your oaths, you should get them back. I get that bug sometimes. But yeah. Hey, technical alpha, it happens, man. It happens. We're through most of the draws now. There's still plenty of big teams that haven't been drawn yet. We have Prey and Kopaku team, a Korean team that hasn't been drawn yet. HGHR, Yaong and Sequence have yet to be drew. Those two players are really terrifying. I'd say they're one of the dark horses to win the whole thing. Sequence has been terrifying lately, and Yaong has always been scary. And we haven't drawn Vinxus yet. We haven't drawn him yet. He's still in there.
Oh. I don't know. Whoever Vinxus gets, whoever Vinxus's group is, that might be fun. I don't know. just depends on the players, I guess.
I'm waiting to like see when like we draw a high seed and top seed, or some adjacent seeds that have super highly ranked. Like say you drew the lowest seed against the highest non-seed, stuff like that, because that's when it's like, wow, that's like even.
Yeah.
We haven't had too many like that though. The draws have been quite spread out.
That's sort of scary though for a lot more players, because it's like, will I be able to keep up with everyone, or will I just fall behind faster?
Yeah, pretty much. 'Cause in the group stage, the unseeded teams, as long as they practice and they make sure they're all warmed up so they're consistent, they'll probably be okay because of how the level sort of it doesn't allow the really ridiculously good top seed players to get too far because the maps aren't that hard. So there's a chance if they miss once and the low seed team they face keeps consistent, you can nick points and things. That's why the group stage is just so scary, because that kind of thing can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, so what's going on then? Zelda's having some issues with his OS at the moment, so you gotta bear with us.
It seems that the collections had reset themselves when they crashed.
Oh wait, we'll be back. Oh, seems like it. Okay. So we drew our next top seed. It's Molang. It's Prey and Kumpaku. Speak of the devil, the Korean team being drawn here. A top 50 player in Kumpaku teaming up with Prey, who was higher ranked, I believe, but has decayed a bit. But nevertheless, they're two very well-known Korean players.
Prey is actually a very good aim player. If you've seen his aim, it's very consistent.
I think we got a black screen on the stream, Zelda.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Not a no stream without technical issues. It's not. Like honestly, if an O stream goes without a hitch, clearly hacks are enabled.
There we
What's
go,
left?
the stream's back.
Oh, sick, cool. Hell yeah. Saved by Team Zelda, boys. I want to see a cool cat, Team Zelda cool cat in chat.
Next group is TV size. TV size is Firebull and Nika. I believe I said that wrong. That's my goal.
Something like that. I couldn't do any better, to be honest. A Russian team, 2 3-digit players. Fairly unknown to me, but we'll see how capable they are.
Fairly high rank. I mean, 400's not that bad. Not the best, but not bad. It's sort of up there.
What else is knocking about in this low seed you haven't drawn yet? Who knows? Some names I recognise. I recognise Electrovoid in Team Happy Donut. The top low seed, I believe, hasn't been drawn. Oh, speak of the devil, Happy Donut. Consisting of Electrovoid and Derposoft. A team of a UK and a US player. I like to avoid. I'm familiar with from a lot of streams. Very handy in multiplayer lobbies I've played with him in. Not familiar with Derposoft, but they're both highly ranked players. And as far as low seed teams go, they are the highest seed. So safe to say, they're very capable.
This just might leave some gap for the low seed team.
Well, yeah, because the gap between their rival, if they end up with a low seed, unseeded, it's going to be a tricky one for what gets drawn now, but we'll see how they do.
Okay, we have Dongnitas, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Which is fairly lower ranked, but it features Rice Consumer and Rylan. Let's call him Rylan, okay?
Ryland. Yep. Canadian team of 2 4-digit Canadian players. They've stumbled into a tough group because their low-seeded rival is pretty highly ranked. So we'll see if they can pull off an upset.
Oh, there's the Vinxes.
It's the Vinxes team. Okay, Dad, consisting of Vinxes and Curie. In the top seed. They are the lowest top seed, but they're both still very capable players. Team of a Canadian and a Korean. Both sitting around rank 300 odd. Vinxes took part in the OWC Canadian team. Got plenty of experience. He's known for his mapping, but he's a very handy player. Teaming up with a Korean.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think Vinxes actually said earlier, don't start my drawing without me. Something like that. Next team is Pyrogi.
Oh.
Second top with Spider and Mr. Boom. I've seen Spider play before. He's a very excellent hidden player. Mr. Boom, not so much. I haven't seen him play that.
That's an interesting draw because OK Dad and Pierogi are super highly close in terms of their ranks and whatnot. That's going to be an interesting group.
Yeah.
And yeah, so those two are really... Those two have played a lot of tournaments recently. They've got that experience, which is massive in this situation. And, well, yeah. It's going to be a good match to that between OK Dad and Pierogi.
Mm-hmm.
Team Laptop Evolved. That's the name. Mr. Zomb and Ganem. Ganem sounds really familiar. I know Mr. Zomb. Mr. Zomb is a well-known French player. Really handy one. Played in plenty of tournaments in the past. Lots of experience. And Ganem, I say his name seems so familiar. I couldn't tell you much about him, but I've definitely heard of him before. So yeah.
Apparently it's Ranum.
Oh, right, okay. Random, alright.
Next team is Calculators. I can almost agree with this. This
I
is.
think we.
Oh yeah, we've already got this.
Yeah, we drew them before. It's cool. We'll redraw that. They were in Group A.
Unboosted Mercy is actually the one we were looking for.
That's a name.
This is the basically top seed of no seed because we haven't drawn them yet versus the others. This is Grand Senpai and S2 Milo.
Australian team. Well, familiar with Grand Senpai? Yeah. Got a handy 3-digit player in Grand Senpai teaming up with a 4K, so we'll see how that dynamic works out.
For the 7th time.
And we're down to just 2 now. So we're doing our final lot of draws. The final, well, second to last rather, one we're drawing is High, consisting of Fallen and Red Pixel, Russian team. 2 very highly known Russian players, played in the Russian World Cup team, were ever present in that. Red Pixel has made some terrifying scores recently, some brilliant no-mod scores and some pretty scary all around. Lots of stream scores, I believe, as well. But yeah, these 2, no strangers to success, really. So we'll see how it goes.
For sure. In high seed, we got QTS with Pan and Gatu.
It's an Argentinian team, yeah. Yeah, these 2 were in World Cup for Argentina. Both of them.
Not bad players. Doesn't look like it, at least. One is half the rank of the other, though, so it could come at a cost, it could not. Who knows?
Next low seed is Tupo Chill, consisting of Isaka Tiger and Sadness. So these 2 Ukrainian team, 2 almost 3-digit players. They're only slightly off. But both players are certainly capable rank-wise, and that's always a scary thing because you know both of them are going to be pulling off some scary scores. Both of them are going to be perfectly capable in what comes up. So for a low seed team, that's one to look out for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. There you go. That name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Next team is We Got Nothing, Butler Gunner, and Lolism. I've seen Lolism play. I believe she was in Dynamic Duos. She, who knows? Was in Dynamic Duos, which is actually a tournament that I commentate on also, so not a bad player at all.
Yeah, fair enough then. See how they can do. Now we have basically 1 left for each, so of course, no need to draw that. The final top seed is Sequence Chan, which is built up of Yaong and Sequence. Yaong was previously known as My Aim Sucks, which was previously known as HGHR. Very, very scary, well-known player. Sequence, more of an up-and-comer, but still extremely high-ranked and has really made a name for himself with some really scary full combos and first-time full combos on many maps with certain mods. So Very, very scary Korean team there.
For sure. Next one is Chobu S, which is almost in the middle of high seed. It's GS Blank and Repulse.
Indonesian, I think. GS Blank is Indonesian. No, Singaporean rather.
Singapore.
Yeah, GS Blank is, again, a tournament veteran. Played in loads of tournaments. Really familiar with him. Very good player.
You shouldn't have too much problems with this. I'm not sure about... Who was it? Never mind.
It's cool.
It works.
Let's
Sorry, Repulse.
It is Ploxaru, built up of Rekaru and Plox. A Uruguayan team consisting of two 3-digit players. Rekaru is top 200, incredibly high ranked. Plox just under 1k. But certainly capable, certainly got that integrity, but we'll see how they do in the tournament. Good to see an Uruguayan team. Haven't seen many massive Uruguayan players since Hiko, and that's a very old name. Really good guy, Hiko.
My Angel...
I believe in you.
I don't even want to say it. My Angel Calimit. This team has Megatron is bad and JMS 8719. Two sort of well-known players, actually.
Yep, I do recognize these names.
Megatron is usually associated with Fluzzlin, Digital, all them. The no replays available because I'm hacking, please understand group. JMS, he's sort of not as well known. He did do the Z tournament, but who knows? We'll just see how they go.
Yeah, well, they won. Both of these teams won that Z tournament last year. So even though they are unseeded, they have, they're no strangers to winning things.
Yeah.
They won't want to just go out. Interesting to see them in unseed, though. That's something. There we go. That is the last of the draws. All the group stage are now in and ready to go. Pretty beefy group stage, this. Lots to see, lots to go through.
We have some very scary teams in here. I'm
being that
sort of worried for people.
Straight away, I gotta look at the team with OK Dad and Pierogian because the top two in that are so close. Like the other ones, you can generally the seeds are sort of evenly spread, but in that one, but before anything's been played, it's just you can tell it's going to be a very volatile group. That group N.
Yeah,
pretty nuts. But there isn't too much you can draw from the groups. Like the groups were generally quite evenly spread. RNG was quite kind. But obviously, we'll see how it goes when matches are played, because that's when the meat of it happens. That the groups are going to be played in 2 weeks, I believe, right? Looking at the schedule.
I think so.
Yep. Starting,
so you lower players, you really need to start practicing the map pools as soon as you can. Even higher players, I would say, because no one wants to get kicked out of a tournament in the first round.
I believe the map pools will be released soon, TM? Looks like they should be released this weekend.
Yeah.
People will be able to get straight on that. And yeah, as you were saying, 100%, the top teams can't just sight read everything. Well, certain mods they could, but things such as the hidden pool, some of the free mods as well, where you generally have to mod it. Those kind of mods you definitely want to not sight read, because that's when there's, the teams that practice it. That's when they can catch out the big teams when they get complacent. So, yeah, it's important everyone at least gives the map pool a go, because the last thing you want to do is get flummoxed because something came up you weren't expecting.
For sure.
So yeah, there's the map pool posted in chat, up and ready to go. Let's have a quick peek at this actually. What's in here? Of course, it's built up like other tournaments do their things. Very similar setup: a no mod pool, double time, hard rock, hidden pools, free mods where teams must pick a choice of mods, and of course a tiebreaker if all else fails, and it goes to the last map. Straight away, I'm looking at the hidden pool to see if there's any AR8. First thought. Is there AR8 hidden? Yes, there is.
They released the map pool. Oh.
Yeah. Deep Sea, LC. It's quite a long map as well. It's like 3.5 minutes. Oh no, well, not even actually. Nearly 3 minutes in Drain. That's pretty scary for a group stage. That's a long AR8 hidden. Hell yeah.
All of these maps seem to be fairly long, like 3-4 minutes. Some of them are 2 minutes 30, some of them are 1 minute, sort of shorter, but most of them seem to be fairly up there in length.
Yeah, okay, not too many short ones, as you said. Lots of consistency required. There's a no mod in there that's almost 5 minutes. You made me Sunrise.
Oh
man, that tiebreaker. Good old Demetori. Not too familiar with the map, but it is Jonathan LFJ, so it's pretty decent. Almost 6 minutes in length. But it's tiebreaker. That's pretty. It's what you should expect. It's always nice to have Demetori as a tiebreaker. It's such a fitting tune, such a fitting genre for the hype moments, But yeah. Hell yeah. Seems good. So, I suppose now with everything done, we can quickly go over the groups just to let people know who got what. You want to take in turns? I'll start with Group A, then you can run through Group B and so on.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that was a ton.
Oh, right. Yeah. Do you want to just alternate going through the groups? So go over who got what. Alright, cool. So in Group A, in order of the seed, Group A is Felix Best Girl, No Memes About, Cordon Blow, and Calculus Haters in Group A.
In Group B, we have The Boys, Not So Fast, Van Blumst, and Cosimo di Naranja.
Group C, we have a German word, Miese Ruckhanschnell, something like that. It's just Ice and Firstus. Milky Way, Cars, Names Are Hard.
Group D, we have Coco, Cookiesy, and Rucker Combo. To pick Sperm Worms and The Beauty and the Beast.
Group E, we've got Take It Easy, Wickup, the Polish one, Flat Bass, Papaya Man. I don't even know where to start with that name. I tried. Go on.
In Group F, we have Mingyu, No Good No Mod, FDFD Force Up, and Quatrain.
Group G, we have Quit Os W, A Lolly with a Dog, Coins Give Mirage, and Low Budget Rappers.
Group H, we have Sakapor, Gardening Technique, We Like McDonald's, and My Angel DT.
Group I, Hatch Thinking, Team, Xiaogyang E Jinda, and Norn.
J, we have Donkey, Pinky, and Gecko Gates, Nuri, and Team Uncreative.
Group K, we've got I'm Choking, or I'm Chocking, Akrafiex, nice names, Team Peng, Pants High, Socks High.
Group L, we have Wakara Mishita, Johnny Cadillac,
Nice.
Johnny Cadillac, S for banana, and your answer?
Group M, we have Mo Lang, TV Size, Happy Donut, and Dong Nitas.
Group N, we got your boy Vinx's OK Dad, Pyrogi, Team Laptop Evolve, and Anna Boosted Mercy.
We've got Hoi, QTs, Tupo Chill, and We Got Nothing XD.
Group P, we got Sequence Chan, Chiobu S, Fluxar, and my angel Kili. Sure.
Yeah. And there we go. That is the group stage, all drawn and ready to go to be played on the weekend starting the 25th of March. It'd be good. Hopefully I can hop in and cast a few games. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it should be good. We're just about done here, I think. So yeah. It's been good casting it with you, Hope.
You too.
And there we go. Hopefully we see you for the group stages in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for watching. See you, people. See you, people.
Bye.
Got all tongue twisted there. Hey, GG.